That was a great interview with the commish.
You know, it really was. And it's interesting that he brought up the whole Mike Vick draft conundrum because it's pretty topical for our situation here.
Well, as you all know, we had the first round picks in each of our respective conferences and took different approaches.
I wanted Adrian Peterson. Reasons I wanted him, I wanted somebody who wasn't going to be an injury risk. When I think of first round draft pick, I think this guy has to be consistent. He has to be your week in, week out, solid performer, top player. Adrian Peterson, hands down.
And that's for sure. AP was the only other name on my draft board besides Vic. But I gotta say, I didn't want the first pick in the draft. I wanted Michael Vick.
You got them both.
I certainly did. And thanks to Calvin Johnson and Darren McFadden falling to 2021, I don't think it hurt me. But the reason that I took Vic was because he's the biggest game changer in the MCFL. If he gets on a run in the playoffs, I feel so strong about my chances. And this is the year that I want to finish first. I finished second, I finished third, maybe even fourth or fifth. So, championship or nothing this year.
Well, definitely can't doubt his potential, and he could be a real game changer. So looking forward to seeing what Michael Vick does this year. Hopefully not too much.
All right, now we're going to take you to the Hormel Chili Power Rankings. This is going to be a weekly feature where we talk about the top 5 teams in both leagues.
Now keep in mind this is a preseason power ranking based strictly on draft potential for each team, but I think there's some solid teams out there, and it's going to really give a good illustration of who's going to be up top this year.
Definitely. And let's start off with the number 5 team, the Capital Reformers, managed by Alexandra McCary.
Boy, Alex, she's one of my biggest rivals, really strong competitor. Every year she seems to have some of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and to top it off this year, she's got Chris Johnson.
She's a baller, there's no doubt, every year consistent. Number 4 team in the league this year, as judged by MCFL TV, Rough Riders, Commissioner Moon.
Wow, I mean, 7th pick in the draft, Aaron Rodgers 7th, Jamal Charles 7th, and getting Aaron Rodgers on the way back down. I mean, what more could you ask for? That's a draft day dream right there.
It's a 1-2 combination that's going to be very difficult to stop.
Yeah. Number 3, the Nadamakan Tsunamis. Looks like we got a new Kong in town.
It's true. Reed McCary going with Arian Foster again. I think his whole season is going to depend on those 3 backs. They have the possibility to be a juggernaut.
Yep. I mean, Frank Gore, Steven Jackson, they can just stay healthy. I mean, we got a real championship contender and a potential for a repeat.
That's true. And speaking of repeats, I'd have to say number 2, Scoot and the Maytals.
You know, very happy with our team this year. Went with a little bit of a different draft strategy. I've fallen into the pattern of drafting some of the same players over the last couple of years, so I went a different direction. I wanted some players I've never had who have definitely put up big points against me, and I think I got that this year.
I agree.
Number 1 overall, Kingston Dolphins. Mike Vick in the first. I mean, you said it, Darren McFadden and Calvin Johnson on the way back down. That's pretty strong first 3 rounds right there.
Well, it worked out for me, and I'm just a, big target on our back this season. We just want our boys to stay healthy and take it down.
Well, that was a Hormel Power Rankings.
Hey now!
Now we're going to move it over to our next segment where we're being joined with a good MCFL TV friend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. How you doing there, Arnold?
Howdy, stranger.
How are you?
Just great, Arnie. We're glad you could join us with all the personal troubles you're having. Thanks for taking the time out of your schedule.
One of us is in deep trouble. So shut up!
All right. Let's get to the picks, Arnie.
Yes.
It's showtime.
Do you think the Mustangs are going to be winners over Belichick's Bastards?
Negative.
All right, next up, how about We Need Rain 2011 over the Little Indians? I think it's a lock for the Indians.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Okay. Arnie likes it to rain this weekend, I guess.
Arnold, are the Maine Tides going to win against the Snow Tigers?
Now listen to me very carefully.
Yes!
All right, we agree there, Arnold.
Finally, do you think Cartman's Apocalypto has a chance over Kong? I sure don't.
You said it yourself. No.
Some bold picks there, Arnie.
I'm just doing my job. So don't give me that crap.
All right. On that note, we're going to say goodbye for this week to the Governor.
Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back.
The Pick'em segment was brought to you by Hormel Hot Bean Chili, the best in chili flavor. Hey now.
We just want to thank everyone for joining us this week. I am really excited for some football tomorrow night. I never thought the day would come where I could say that, but sure enough, Thursday night football. Tomorrow night, Packers, New Orleans Saints. If you got NFL Network, watch it. If you're in the area, stop by MCFL headquarters and watch it over at 12 Mallard Place, South Windsor, Connecticut. We'd love to have you.
We would love to have you. It's going to be a great season on MCFL TV and in the MCFL. 5th season, big one.
I'm James Mullen.
And I'm Ian McCary. Hey now!